Hey everybody, this is Kyle with the Breakthrough Security, and today we're going to be working on the Redeemer box in the Hack the Box Starting Point series. Let's get started. Alright, I already got a box up and running. Go ahead and grab our IP here and jump right into Kali. Let's start with an nmap scan with our IP here. And I'm going to expand out our search parameter here with the -p1 to, let's say 10,000 for this, and then -sv to get our version numbers. Let's let the nmap scan run. Okay, our scan has finished, and it looks like one port that is open is 6379, and this is a Redis service. Now, Redis is a type of database that is actually stored within cache and not on disk. When a database is looking to store on disk, it's going to be very long-term storage. When it's stored in cache, it's usually something that is more temporary. It can be anywhere between seconds, minutes, hours, whatever the kind of configuration may be. So the idea that we may want to try to use here is to externally access the Redis database. So in order to do that, we can actually use something called Redis-cli. Now CLI stands for Command Line Interface. That is the same as what we're using here on terminal. Windows has a command line, all the same similar setup. So we're going to try to download this with sudo apt install redis-tools. I already have Redis tools installed, so you may have to click yes just to further finalize the installation. And we can look to see what is available for us if we do redis-cli -help. And now we can see everything that Redis-cli offers us. There's a whole bunch of options here. But the main things that we're going to be looking at here are utilizing the -h for our host name. We can do a port if we need to specify that, as well as any kind of password, username, anything of that nature, if we didn't have any access to get into our Redis server. I'm going to scroll back down to the bottom here. And what we can do to try to access is do redis-cli-h, and we're going to put in our IP address. And it already is defaulted into what is the typical Redis database port, being 6379. And it looks like that we have access already. So I'm going to bring this back up to the top here. And I think we can type info, and it gives us a whole bunch of information that we actually have available from the Redis database. But the main thing that we want to look at down here is our key space. In our key space, it looks like we have one database, being database 0. So what we can try to do now is do select 0, and we get the OK that we have access into the database. Now, if I type keys, it'll give us a suggestion of patterns. I'm going to type the star or asterisk to give us all keys. And it seems that we have 4 different keys that are stored in database. So what we can do here is the same as FTP or SMB, is where we type the get command. So we can do get temp, get num, get flag, and get store. We have a whole bunch of random characterizations. Looks like these are all the keys that were available within the temp, the num, the flag, and the store. Flag here is what is going to be our answer for Hack the Box. Let's go back in and answer these questions then. Which TCP port is open on the machine? That is 6379. What service is running on the port that is open on the machine? That is Redis. What type of database is Redis? Choose from the following options: in-memory database or traditional database. This would be in-memory database. Which command line utility is used to interact with the Redis server? Enter the program name you would enter into the terminal without any arguments. That was Redis-cli. Which flag is used with the Redis command line utility to specify the host name? -h. Once connected to a Redis server, which command is used to obtain the information and statistics about the Redis server? It was info. What is the version of the Redis server being used on the target machine? If we go back here, scroll on up to where we ran our nmap, we see that the Redis key value store version was 5.0.7. Which command is used to select the desired database in Redis? That was select. How many keys are present inside the database with index 0? If we go back and take a look here, scroll to the bottom, we see that the database 0 had 4. Which command is used to obtain all the keys in a database? That was keys and an asterisk for our wildcard. And submit our root flag. Let's go back in. Temp num flag. Control C and paste. Now this box was super short and sweet. I appreciate you sticking around. I'll see you on the next one.